Hey traders, Raghee here, and in this recap video we're going to walk through a trade that we set up during the morning session while I was still in Austin after the mentorship. So just flew back home. I just landed in Florida, so I'm back at Florida HQ. We're going to be back on our regular schedule, and we have a lot of good stuff coming up. You know, one of the things that a lot of you have been asking me about is updating, revamping the spreadsheet. And, you know, at the time I basically mentioned, hey, it's going to be something that's going to be a work in progress, but give me some time and I will do my best to make it happen. So let me give you guys a sneak peek at what it is that is coming with this updated spreadsheet and the degree to which I'll be sharing more information for those of you that are either part-time traders or just have a difficult time keeping up with what I might be trading. And let me show you here. Here is the spreadsheet. And if you scroll down, now you have to scroll side to side a little bit to catch the notes, but you'll notice here what I've done is I've got, so you can see the trade spreadsheet. So what I've done is I have the March futures log. This is the future side. And again, this is available in the dashboard. But you'll notice what I'm starting to do, and let me show you what the new future spreadsheet looks like. Let's see, new Forex. There we go. So take a peek. There'll be a status as to open, pending, closed. The market, of course, the date it was posted, the time frame, so which time frame we're trading, whether we're long or short, whether it's a fade or a trend follow. Because a lot of traders want to filter out between fades and trend follows. So when the market has an organized psychology behind it versus when it doesn't. The entry price or prices, the stop loss. Let me show you what else we've got here. Stop loss, target, the risk reward. So how many dollars of risk versus how many dollars of reward to the first profit target. I'll be putting that in dollars. A lot of you asked me for those dollar denominated. So I'll start working that in. The break-even price, which we've always had. And then one of the requests is, hey, what was the final P&L once it was closed? And then ongoing notes. So this is going to be the new version for both the Forex and the futures as we roll into April. So it's just a matter of my just having the time to do all that manually, put it on the spreadsheet. It's much more larger a spreadsheet now, but the kind of information that I've been requesting, the requests that you guys have made, this is something I was working on and being realistic about the degree to which we could do it and keep it steady. And I think we can, and it will be based on a single contract. So while I might be in 8 or 10 contracts or 8 or 10 lots, it's going to be all based on one contract, and then you can multiply that out to whether you're in a micro or mini contract in Forex or whether you're in one or multiple contracts on futures, okay? All right, so quick update of good stuff to come over at Simpler Futures. So let's talk a little bit about the NQ. And this was a setup we did this morning. In fact, one of the things that I was doing this morning before I packed to leave is we had our morning chat, which I love starting my day with that. 8 a.m. Eastern to about 9:30. And so this is when we were talking about the potential for the NASDAQ to trigger a short. The reason we chose the NASDAQ, and we did not set this up on the ES, we did not set this up on the YM, is that we had the 5 dots, so the 5th dot came right here, and what we wanted to do is the same thing we did yesterday when we took the long ES and YM position. And what that meant is we wait for the market to trade up into the zone, preferably the 21, into the zone of the 21 after we move higher by the hourly price movement range. And this is what I really want to drive home in this recap video. It's a 2-part process. In other words, one part, where is that 21, or if it's the 13 EMA, which one has dots, right? The dots are going to dictate, right, which level we're allowed to look at. The next is it exhaustive? Is it exhaustive? Meaning, are we getting an hourly price movement range move during the clearing or whatever time it is that rallies us up into that level so that I have a better idea of whether or not the market is exhaustive or not. And that is what this setup was. Now, because the ES and the YM did not have the dots in the same way as the NQ did. Now you got to remember this was 8 a.m. Eastern because it did not have the dots. We did not take a trade here. And I want to show you how powerful these dots can be. And a lot of you now know we're using double propulsion. And I'm going to show you what the double propulsion did in the premium video. So we're actually using another set of propulsion dots to help filter out whether other levels are alternatives, more aggressive to the ones that are happening at the 21. And we'll cover a lot more in that premium video. I'll see you there next.